is alive.
Hot on the heels of the IRS, another government agency is now under fire for handing out bonuses to employees. The EPA Inspector General found that nearly $500,000 in unauthorized bonuses were paid out to EPA employees over the course of several years. So why would that be? Let's bring in Stuart Varney, host of Varney & Company on the Fox Business Network. So what do we know about these extra bonus incentives that these workers received?
Well, 11 people got $481,000 worth of unauthorized bonuses over a period of years. 10 of them had not had this bonus review. They'd not had any kind of work review. One person got $77,000 spread over a period of years, even though the money was supposed to have been paid in just 1 year to keep that person in the company, in the EPA. There's not a great deal of money involved here, Martha. What is involved is the anger at taxpayers in another bonus scandal and the principle that is involved. After all, right now, Americans are paying more in tax than at any point in the entire history of the country. And the president is trying to expand the powers of these bureaucrats who receive a great deal of money, far more money than if they were working in the private sector. Look at this. In the private sector, the average salary in 2012 was $49,000. In the federal government sector, $73,000 in that same year. A huge difference in pay, benefits are much better, and basically they've got a job for life because it's very hard to fire someone. So this is all adding up to extremely bad public relations for a government workforce which the president wants to expand and give more power to.
So the Inspector General took a look at this, tried to figure out, you think about $17 trillion in debt, right? And where we can look in the government for places to save some of this money. He found there was a lack of internal controls that led to the dishing out of this additional money to people that was really undocumented and substantiated. He said there was a failure by managers to follow the flow of money and attribute it correctly. So were people fired? Is there accountability for these mistakes that have been admitted?
To my knowledge, there was not. It's extremely difficult to get money back from a federal government worker when you've paid it several years ago. You can't just dip into their paycheck now and get it back. That's something which is almost impossible to do. Again, it's extremely bad PR, especially because it comes on the heels of what you were talking about, Martha, the IRS scandal, when 2,800 people got $2.8 million, even though they've got disciplinary problems themselves, and some of them hadn't even paid their own taxes, and they work at the IRS. Bad PR and a breach of principle, and very different, obviously, working for the federal government and working in the private sector.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Stuart.